As the storm clouds clear over Connecticut tonight, we are getting a better idea of the extent of the damage.
Now, one of the hardest hit areas was Fairfield, where some homes were quite literally blown away. Fox Connecticut's Javon Vital live in Fairfield tonight with some video you'll only see here on Fox. Javon.
Guys, it's been a long day for a lot of people here in Fairfield. More than 14,000 people still without power tonight, and countless trees and power lines still down in the area. But the real damage lies about 2 miles or so down in that direction, down the beach. In fact, the only way to get to it is by the beach because all the roads are completely waterlogged and at times the water up to your waist. So my photographer, John Krebs, and I trekked down there to try and find out what the scene was. And as for the journey down there, we ran into some incredible sights. As the cleanup begins, people wade through this neighborhood, some setting up camp on a makeshift sandbar.
And we saw this little island and we're like, let's go claim this for ourselves.
The hurricane wind so intense it brought a piece of the beach to the neighborhood, complete with sand and shells. People here got an especially up-close experience with Irene as it tore a path through the northeast.
I was really nervous because just like being evacuated from my house, my pool, actually you couldn't see it.
At times, public service vehicles got stuck in the standing water, which in some places was up to your waist. Heavy machinery had to be called in to rescue this truck. But the worst damage lay further down Fairfield Beach Road. With the streets submerged, the only way to get to it was by hiking down the beach, which parallels the road. As we moved down shore, we saw increasing damage to homes, windows shattered, walls blown in, and a deck completely destroyed. We eventually reached the point of the road where the damage was catastrophic. Irene may have left these shores, but the winds are still pretty intense and the damage is as well. You take a look at this house, you can see the entire bottom portion literally ripped off by these winds.
I've been down here for a decade. I've never seen anything as devastating as this. Look at the disruption to the road, the homes. That one washed away, one halfway in the creek.
Firefighters say the area was under an evacuation notice and some people did leave. However, others chose to stay.
It was just the wind. You know, our house, you know, these older houses I'm sure shook a lot more. Just standing in the house, it looked like the waves were going to come in the house.
The road at this point was completely destroyed and covered with sand, a payloader trying to move the sand and debris. As for getting back to the neighborhood, our crew was spared the hike back by hitching a ride with some big wheels. And we truly are thankful for that ride. Now, just to give you an idea of how much water was in that neighborhood, police had to travel around on jet skis during high tide to go house to house and make sure nobody was injured or nobody was living there. Luckily, no reported serious injuries at this time. In the meantime, we also did see the building inspector there. He somehow made his way out there as well, and he is expected to condemn a few of the homes there in that area. Absolutely incredible video, absolutely difficult to get to, and still difficult tonight for firefighters to get to. Again, majority of homes here in this area without power tonight. Reporting live in Fairfield, Javon Vital, Fox, Connecticut.